Okay, so I'm gonna try advanced dojo domination as Piper this time. And see. David never shows up as the dojo student, I guess, or the dojo sensei, or the dojo master. He never ends up showing up for some reason. Maybe it's because I have him as my default profile character or whatever, but that's a bit weird. Out of all, I know I got a lot of Miis, but at least one of them would be David by now. Okay, so there's a lot towards the back. Crap, but of course someone takes them. And now I gotta get lucky. Crap. Well, I won't get last, at least. But I already lose 2 hearts. Dang it. Usually I like to only go the first few rounds without losing any hearts, but yeah. And now I gotta fight Vaughn on top of Jellyfish and Billy. At least we get some fancy headphones. They might not be Raycon, but whatever. Well, there we go. Crap. 4-way tie now. Well, there we go. Okay, thank gosh. Well, there we go. I don't have to fight any of them anymore. Especially Billy and Jellyfish. Kind of interesting how they incorporated ties. Like if you tie with another character, then that means they only block your hit, or you block their hit as well in return, or something. Yeah. So yeah, that's an interesting way to tie that in. No pun intended, because that's my name. But anyway, but either way, if you know basic Irish pronunciations. And that took a surprising long amount of time for all of us to pitch in. I almost did it too. In fact, I lifted my Wii remote to do it. Well, there we go. And Ignatius is not the best at throwing ninja stars, which is kind of ironic because she's pretty much named after a star or something like that. I think there's something space-related that's called Epsilon or something, or maybe I'm just thinking of the COD Zombies map Moon, because that's the name of one of the excavators in that map. But either way, that is neither here nor there. We beat Ignatius at least. So they went a bit too overboard. And they're going way too overboard-ish, or wait. Well, now it's gonna be hard to tell, or, there we go. Okay, thank gosh. snippet is not very snappy when it comes to skateboarding, apparently. Dang. Now I gotta fight Richard the Turd, Dennis, and Julio. And another one that'll be kind of hard on the wrist. I gotta be careful with how I, with drawing later on, because, yeah. Gotta have all this wrist movement, wrist action. Well, there we go. Didn't get the record, but whatever. There we go. And Richard the Turd did surprisingly well. Well, then again, the third Shrek movie is the real turd of all time, and Male is the drummer person. Now I gotta fight just Rinya and Gunnar. Crap. I think I was the one who popped their balloon or whatever. Or popped their balloons. Well, crap. There goes my chance at getting my record at this. Well, either way. Dang. Well, at least this one is pretty easy. Because they are not the sharpest of shooters, or the sharpest of logic. And PS1 graphics faces. 2D image on a 3D round surface. Or at least that's what it reminds me of, PS1 graphics. They start me at the bottom. How nice. Dang. Well, not as much as I would have liked to fall down, but whatever. Those things must weigh a lot. Dang. Well, there we go. Could have gone for 2. Dang. Probably the most I've ever been able to get at that one. Well, there we go. Why do I get the feeling that there's a very similar or an identical named minigame in Wii Party the First, or just a very similarly named Wii Party 1 game that's named Big Bang Blasters or something, or at least Big Bang, at least in the title. It's a common pun to use, I guess, with space. I feel like it's a similarly named game has been named, or Wii Party game has been exists. Well, there we go. They were not too desperate to get away from whatever monster we were running from, even if it was just the camera. Or the person behind the camera. Dang. we go. I just punched the American cockroach. That is Eric. Now I gotta fight Patrick, Umio, and Lizzie. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. Umio went flying. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, there we go. All just a matter of counting the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, there we go. Well, there we go. I don't have to fight any of them anymore. Just rocking that blue knit sweater. Doesn't look like a turtleneck, so I won't call it that. It would seem pretty inaccurate. Now I gotta fight Lao Chu, Sigurd, and Methuselah. How far up are we? Not too bad. And there's August. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. And Methuselah fell through. He and all his plans fell through. And now I gotta fight Skelos, Rosie, and Beaverman. And more wrist flicking action. And there's Eli in the background. Crap. Dang, I still somehow won though. I feel like I felt as if I jumped on it a bit too early, but I guess not. Or if I wasn't flicking my wrist enough, but there we go. A comic action sequence. And now I gotta fight Catherine and me bro with Mail in the background. And of course we gotta start repeating minigames. There we go. Well, there we go. It's not my record, but still fairly good performance. I was showing them all respect by going on my one knee. Or doing that. There we go. It would have been interesting if I could go on, I could mention this every single time I make a new dojo domination video, but if only they had an expert or master difficulty, or even bumped up the amount of hearts beyond, or no, the amount of opponents rather, if they would have made it go as far as like like 50 opponents, that would have been awesome. If there's ever a Wii Party U sequel, or a sequel to this, or another Wii Party entry, please do that. Like, desperately, please do that. Bump up the amount of opponents or difficulty.